What if I told you there's a career path where companies will pay you $200,000 or more specifically without requiring you to code? Today, I'm sharing 7 eye-opening reasons why your coding background might be more valuable in technical sales than you ever imagined, and how this transition becomes the first step toward building your own meaningful business. I know some of you just heard sales and you're about to click away. I get it, but please give me 2 minutes to explain. Reason number one, you will make more money in your first year than most senior developers. Here's the financial reality that hits differently when you see the crucial numbers, and I have witnessed this firsthand. At Western Union, watching that Nolio Solutions engineer from Israel, I realized he was probably making more in commissions from our single enterprise deal than I was making base salary for the entire year. At Proficient, working with Sonatype's technical sales team, I observed senior developers earning substantial commissions on individual sales, and that's before considering upsells, additional products, and yearly renewal commissions that essentially run on autopilot. According to Glassdoor and PayScale data, first-year technical sales specialists typically earn a base salary of $110,000 to $120,000 plus commission, often exceeding senior developers earn after years of experience. While senior developers typically cap out at between $120K and $150K, technical sales professionals regularly see a total compensation packages that exceed these limits. Salesforce solutions engineers typically earn a base salary of $140,000 plus commissions, with many first-year representatives achieving total earnings of $180,000 to $200,000. Commission-based income may feel riskier compared to a steady developer salary. However, the data reveals that technical sales income is more predictable, and your success rate with the technical buyers often exceeds 70%. Your credibility with technical decision makers lead to higher close rates and more consistent performance. Even conservative results in test skills typically beat senior developer salaries with unlimited upside potential that coding roles simply can't match. The difference isn't just about money. It's about having your technical expertise directly drive your financial success. But higher earnings are just the beginning. While traditional salespeople struggle to stay relevant, your technical background creates something more valuable. Here's what most people miss about technical sales. You are not just getting another job. You are essentially running your own profit center within a company. Unlike traditional employment where you trade time for money, technical sales give you unlimited earning potential based on your results. You are building your own book of business, developing your own client relationships, and creating your own income streams through renewals and upsells. Many technical sales professionals work remotely and set their own schedules and travel to exciting locations for client meetings. This is as close to entrepreneurship as you can get while still having the safety net of a corporate structure. Hello, conscious friends and developers. I am your host, Eric Baykes. Before I share the rest of the reasons, let me tell you a personal story. When I was the senior build and release engineer at Western Union headquarters in Washington, D.C., I thought the same thing. During my tenure at Western Union, I discovered something that completely changed my perspective on career path for developers. I will never forget working with a solutions engineer from Israel selling Nolio, a deployment tool. We paid heavily for this tool, and I watched as this individual collected massive commissions plus travel perks and opportunities to work with Fortune 500 companies worldwide. That's when it hit me. These weren't traditional salespeople. They were technical professionals leveraging their expertise to create a massive financial impact with no ceiling in sight, as if the sky were their limit. As a DevOps engineer at Proficient Inc., an IT consulting company where I implemented solutions for major clients, including Equifax, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the Conference of State Bank Supervisors, among others. I collaborated closely with Sonatype's sales team to implement their security solutions for these enterprise clients. What struck me was that sales team mainly consisted of senior developers themselves, technical professionals who understood the product at a deeper level. Some of them had already worked on coding the software before, so they were familiar with the product inside out. These weren't traditional salespeople. They were former engineers who earned substantial commissions on single sales, plus lucrative upsells and yearly renewal commissions that essentially ran on autopilot once the relationships were established. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects 6 to 10% growth in technical sales role through 2028, yet most developers are unaware of this career path. While you are grinding through code reviews at 2 a.m., nearly 950,000 technical sales positions are sitting empty, with companies throwing premium salaries at former developers who can bridge the gap between complex technology and business outcomes. If this is already shifting your perspective on what is possible, drop a comment below with mindset and let me know where you are in your career journey right now. Reason number 2, your technical knowledge makes you untouchable. There is a massive difference between being replaceable and being essential. I experienced this firsthand as the technical liaison at Western Union. When deployment challenges arose, traditional salespeople couldn't even understand the problems we were facing, let alone architect effective solutions. But the Nolio solutions engineer, he could dive deep into CI/CD pipeline issues, understand our deployment bottlenecks, and design solutions on the spot. We built the deployment pipeline together with his expertise. That is why we paid heavily for their tool and why he earned those massive commissions. Here's what is happening. Buyers now research solutions before taking calls, compare features across platforms, and ask detailed technical questions that most sales reps can't answer. At Proficient, when we evaluated Sonatype security solutions for clients such as Equifax and Blue Cross Blue Shield, we needed someone who could discuss source code vulnerability scanning at a deep technical level, not just surface level features. This creates a massive opportunity for developers that ordinary salespeople will struggle to do. Companies desperately need technical sales professionals who can engage in in-depth consultative conversation about architecture, integration, and technical feasibility. Your coding background creates an unbreachable competitive moat around your career. When a prospect inquires about API rate limits, you understand precisely what that means for their system's performance. When they worry about database scaling, you can architect solutions on the spot. You understand their pain points because you've experienced them firsthand. You speak their language naturally, not from a script. A 2024 study by Thiel found that consultative sellers with deep product knowledge close deals 30% faster than traditional salespeople. When buyers raise concern about container orchestration, you can discuss Kubernetes deployment strategies while your competition is still Googling basic definitions. You become the bridge between complex technology and business outcomes, a role that is becoming more valuable, not less, as technology gets more sophisticated. Reason number 3, no more 3 a.m. production outages for weekend deployments. Remember the last time you got called at 3 a.m. because a production system went down? Or when your weekend plans got destroyed by an emergency deployment? In technical sales, that nightmare comes to an end. Tech sales operates during business hours. No midnight firefights, no weekend emergencies. Your work happens when businesses are open. And when technical issues arise, support teams handle them. You are not the person getting called at midnight because a database crashed. According to Handshake's research, many tech sales professionals work remotely with flexible schedules and no weekend deployments. Sales cycles follow predictable pattern with quarterly pushes and planned activities, but there is no production emergency pulling you away from dinner with your family. As a technical seller, you are building strategic partnerships and solving complex problems during normal working hours. You set meetings when it works for everyone and follow up via email on your schedule. Former developers consistently report dramatically improved work-life balance in sales roles. For those of you planning early retirement or semi-retirement, technical sales offers something unique: the ability to work part-time or consulting arrangement once you've built your reputation. Many experienced technical sales professionals transition into independent consulting roles, working only with select clients and earning more per hour than they ever did as full-time employees. You are building skills and relationships that become your own portable business assets. Your stress comes from exciting challenges such as closing enterprise deals and architecting solutions rather than broken code under crushing time pressure. The shift goes deeper than just better hours. Instead of building features in isolation, wondering if anyone will use what you've created, you discover something far more intellectually satisfying. Reason number 4: you solve business problems instead of just building features. This completely transforms how you approach problem solving. According to Ringgit's data, companies report 80% revenue increases when solution addresses direct business outcomes rather than just technical requirements. As a technical salesperson, you are not just implementing solutions. You are diagnosing business problems and architecting outcomes that directly impact companies' success. You influence product roadmaps based on real customer feedback, hearing directly from clients about what they need, not what the product manager thinks they need. Your conversations with prospects shape engineering priorities because you understand both technical feasibility and business impact. You become the bridge between customer problems and technical solutions. When an enterprise client needs to reduce their data processing costs by 40%, you architect a solution combining multiple technologies to hit that target. You translate complex technical capabilities into business outcomes that matter to decision makers. Many former developers find sales more intellectually stimulating because you are solving multidimensional puzzles. You combine technical knowledge, business strategy, and human psychology to create solutions that work in the real world. This is where the spiritual meets the practical. You are not just pushing code anymore. You are creating meaningful impact that you can see and measure. Your business acumen allows you to communicate ROI effectively and drive measurable results that directly tie to company revenue. If you are starting to see how your technical skills could translate into something bigger, hit that like button and let me know in the comments what resonates most with you so far. Reason number 5: companies will pay you $200,000 plus not to code. Here is something that might shock you. Companies are willing to pay premium salaries specifically to keep technical people out of the code and in front of customers. They recognize that one technical salesperson who can close enterprise deals generates more revenue than multiple developers building features. According to Coscora's data, top software sales reps earn a base salary of $110K to $120K base salary plus $65,000 to $120,000 in commission. This is for the reps in the lower tier. Solutions engineers, technical account managers, and sales engineers command these premium wages because they directly drive revenue growth. Companies understand the math. Each $1 of sales rep pays yields $5 in bookings, making technical sales a highly favored investment. A single enterprise deal worth $500,000 annually justifies substantial compensation because you are directly generating revenue, not just supporting it. When you close a deal, you create a measurable business impact immediately. Technical sales professionals earn typically around 10% commission on annual contract values, with top performers earning upwards of $200,000 per year through commission alone. You are not abandoning your technical skills. You are leveraging them in the highest impact way possible. Companies need people who can translate complex technology into business outcomes that matter. This financial freedom isn't just about the money. It's about creating the foundation for something bigger, your own conscious business that aligns with your values and creates meaningful impact. Reason number 6: your imposter syndrome becomes your biggest sales advantage. This might be the most counterintuitive insight I will share today. Most developers suffer from imposter syndrome. You constantly feel like you don't know enough or aren't qualified enough. Every code review makes you question your abilities. You worry someone will discover you are not as smart as they think you are. Here's what is surprising. This self-awareness and humility are exactly what technical buyers want. They don't want someone who pretends to know everything. They want someone who asks good questions and admits when they need to learn more. According to Thiel's report, emotional intelligence ranked among the top 5 technical sales skills for 2024. And authenticity drives that advantage. Your imposter syndrome drives continuous learning, keeping you ahead of technology trends. You stay curious about new frameworks, tools, and methodologies because you are afraid of falling behind. Studies show that sellers who admit knowledge gaps and follow up get 25% more trust from buyers. When you say, I don't know, but let me find out, you build authentic relationships with buyers who value substance over sales tactics. The same mindset that makes you feel inadequate as a developer can also make you incredibly effective as a technical salesperson. You are curious, thorough, and honest traits that creates that consultative advantage technical buyers demand. I've watched this transformation happen dozens of times in my coaching practice. The developers who felt like a fraud in code reviews becomes the salesperson whom prospects want to talk to. Why? Because you are not trying to impress anyone. You are genuinely trying to solve their problems. That analytical mind that never stops questioning becomes your secret weapon in a field full of people just reading scripts. Reason number 7. While developers compete with AI, you'll be selling it. The AI revolution presents an entirely different set of opportunities for technically minded professionals. AI tools are transforming software development, and many developers are concerned about their job security. According to RepView, 70% of companies use AI tools to support sales, but only 15% plan to replace human reps entirely. The demand for AI savvy sellers is creating new technical sales roles at a faster rate than companies can fill them. Coursera's data shows AI solution engineers commanding premium salaries as companies scramble to find people who can bridge complex technology with business solutions. Former developers are now selling AI tools to other developers with credibility that traditional salespeople can't match. When a prospect asks about model training costs or API limitations, you can provide specific answers based on real experience. You discuss implementation challenges, integration complexity, and realistic outcomes because you face these problems yourself. While some developers fear being replaced by AI, technically salespeople are becoming more valuable than ever as the bridge between AI capabilities and business applications. Gartner projects continued growth in AI adoption, creating a potential shortage of qualified technical sellers. This is where conscious business opportunity becomes clear. You are not just adapting to change, you are positioning yourself at the forefront of the most significant technological shift. Think of technical sales as your entrepreneurship training ground with a guaranteed paycheck. You are learning how to identify market needs, position solutions, negotiate deals, and build long-term client relationships, all while someone else handles the overhead, marketing, and product development. You get the freedom to work from anywhere, the flexibility to manage your own calendar, and the unlimited income potential that entrepreneurs crave, but without the initial financial risk of starting from scratch. Let's talk about my favorite part, conscious business. Here's what I've learned from my own journey and from mentoring and coaching hundreds of tech professionals with career transitions. Technical sales isn't just a career move, it's often the bridge to building your own meaningful business. The location freedom alone changes everything. Most technical sales roles are remote first, meaning you can work from Costa Rica or your hometown while earning Silicon Valley's salary. You are no longer tied to expensive tech hubs. I've worked with tech professionals who use technical sales income to fund their passion projects, support their families while building side businesses, or save aggressively for early retirement. The time flexibility means you can pursue other interests, spend more time with family, or even start building your own products on the side. The skills you develop in technical sales, understanding customer pain points, communicating complex value propositions, building relationships, and closing deals are the exact skills you need as a conscious entrepreneur. Some of the most successful tech entrepreneurs I know began their careers in technical sales. They learn how businesses work, how decisions get made, and how to create value that people will pay for. Then they use that knowledge to build their own companies. If you are feeling called to something bigger than just writing code, comment below. Ready. and let me know what's holding you back from making this transition. Currently, there are nearly 950,000 open tech sales positions. The shortage of technically competent salespeople means companies are actively seeking developers who can bridge the gap between technology and business outcomes. If you are curious about tech sales as a stepping stone to entrepreneurship, start by networking with solutions engineers on LinkedIn and explore technical sales certifications to bridge the gap. Your technical background is your competitive advantage in a field that desperately needs you. But here's the more profound truth. Whether you transition to tech sales or jump straight into building your own business, the core challenge remains the same. You are meant for more than just writing code. You want to build something meaningful that creates freedom and has a lasting impact. But you are paralyzed by fear and stuck in overthinking mode. You need a structured, logical approach that bridges your spiritual awakening with practical business success. Still, every entrepreneurship program feels too risky or too vague and hyped focus for someone who needs concrete systems and measurable outcomes. I have created a comprehensive guide called The Developer's Blueprint to $200,000 plus technical sales that walks you through the exact steps to make this transition, including salary negotiation scripts, interview preparation frameworks, and networking strategies that actually work for introverted tech minds. Download it free using the link in the description below. And if you are ready to explore how technical sales could be your bridge to building a conscious business that aligns with your values, I am offering a 1-hour clarity sessions where we will map out your unique path from code to meaningful entrepreneurship. Book yours using the link below. Remember, your technical expertise isn't just valuable in development. It's your ticket to financial freedom, work-life balance, and ultimately, the foundation for building that conscious business you are meant to create. Share this video with any developer friends who are feeling stuck in their careers, and subscribe for more content on bridging technical expertise with conscious entrepreneurship. Thank you for watching. Namaste.